Hello guys and gals, Buffalo here. Welcome back to the range. Today I'm down here with a little Mossberg Model 500 410 bore. This is the Turkey edition. Of course, it's a pump action shotgun. This one has a 24-inch vent rib barrel, fiber optic bead up front, and it does accept screw-in chokes. It comes with this little extra full extended turkey choke, but it takes the Invector style tubes, so they're pretty easy to get for it. I wish it did come with a full set of choke tubes, but only comes with the turkey choke. Mossy oak Bottomland camo pattern all over. Pretty good looking shotgun. Got a good feel to it. Weighs in at just a little over 6 pounds on my little fishing scale. It is chambered for 2.5 or 3-inch shot shells. So if you're running 2.5-inch shotgun shells, you'll have a capacity of 5 in the magazine plus 1 in the chamber. If you're running 3-inch, you'll have a capacity of 4 in the magazine plus 1 in the chamber. Of course, when you buy the shotgun new, it's going to have a plug in the magazine tube to limit it to 2 plus 1 or 3 rounds total. That plug's going to look something like this. But there's nothing wrong with taking that plug out and having a little fun here on the range like we're doing today. Just remember to put it back in if you're required to do so for the game that you're hunting. Now, it does have synthetic stocks, which of course makes it nice and weatherproof and helps keep the weight down. Got a safety on top, like most Mossbergs. Ambidextrous safety, you can use it with either hand, forward to fire. The trigger is just a little stiff. Measures 5 pounds 11 ounces. I did take several measurements, and it comes out about 5 pounds and 11 ounces each time, so it's really consistent. Has an overall length of 45 3/4 inches with a length of pull of 13.87 inches. Lightweight, compact, easy to carry, simple to use. Perfect for that run and gun, get in close style of hunting. If that's the kind of hunting you enjoy, this might be the little shotgun for you. Ooh, old Buffalo missed one. With that little extra full turkey choke in there, you either smoke them or you miss them. What I've been shooting so far is these American tactical target loads. It's a 1/2 ounce of number 9 shot. My little semi-auto 410 doesn't care for this stuff, but as you can see, this pump chews it up just fine. Try a few hand-thrown clays here. I tell you what, these little 410 pump shotguns are just hard to beat for sheer fun factor. I'll tell you that much. I've also been mixing in some of this Federal Top Gun. This is a 1/2 ounce of 7.5 shot, rated at 1,330 feet per second. Since this is marketed as a turkey gun, I'd feel bad if we didn't do a turkey pattern. So I've got to say, turkey target set up out there at 30 yards. I figure 30, 35 yards should be a good range if you're turkey hunting with a 410. And I've got a 3-inch Federal number 9 TSS load. This camera is mounted on a big heavy tripod, but I'm going to try to carry it down range here with me. Look at that. Check that out. Pattern's good with that TSS. And I tell you what, that TSS is the real deal. I've done some ballistics gel tests with it here on the channel, and it is pretty impressive stuff. So I'm going to pull this turkey choke out, and this gun is clear and the action is open. You should always have the action open anytime you're fooling around the muzzle. So there's that extended turkey choke. I'm going to swap it out with an improved cylinder flush fitting choke. These are Invector style chokes. You can see this one has the Browning logo on it. It's actually the same choke tubes that my Henry 410 uses, so I've already bought several chokes for it, and they'll work in this Mossberg as well. But I'm going to put this improved cylinder in, and we'll shoot a few slugs through it. Alright, so I've got 5 of these Brennecke 3-inch Magnum slugs loaded up, and I'm 50 yards from that steel target. So if we look at this steel target, it looks like they were favoring the left side. I was holding dead center here. Looks like 4 hits. I had earplugs in. I couldn't hear if the steel was ringing or not. So I assumed that's 4 hits, and one probably went off the left edge. But that one looks like it might be 2 right on top of one another. That might be all 5 hits on there. If it is, that's a pretty good group for freestanding shotgun slugs at 50 yards. I'll have to review the footage. Okay, so that was honestly the first time that I fired slugs through this particular shotgun, and I was fairly impressed. Now I know my point of impact wasn't lined up perfectly with my point of aim. They were hitting a little to the left and maybe a little bit low compared to where I was aiming at. But overall, for me just standing out there in the standing position at 50 yards, I thought it done pretty well. I think if I put a red dot on here, if I wanted to shoot a lot of slugs, if I put a red dot on here and zeroed that in, has the potential for some real precision, you know, for what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna have to bring this video to a close. I'm shooting up my ammunition. 410 ammunition hasn't been the easiest thing to find lately. So, great little shotgun. The action is getting smoother every time I shoot it. The trigger is nice and crisp. Little on the heavy side, but you don't notice it because otherwise it's a good trigger. I could go on about this shotgun. I knew this was going to be a good shotgun when I got it. I did a review on one of these about 10 years ago. It wasn't the turkey version, just a field version. Had a fixed full choke, and it belongs to a member of my family, so I already knew it was going to be a good gun. This one, the biggest difference other than the camouflage is the addition of the screw-in chokes. That other one I had, or the other one that I did the video on, didn't have screw-in chokes, and that's a nice addition. Gives you some flexibility with the shotgun. What I do wish is that Mossberg would throw a few extra chokes in the box. These bugs trying to fly in my eyeballs. They give you that turkey choke, but it would be nice if they would toss a full, a modified, and an improved cylinder in there, maybe some kind of little case or something. Just adds a lot of flexibility to the shotgun. And for the price point that they've got on these, the MSRP is $584. It wouldn't hurt them to throw a couple of chokes in the box with it. Now, I say the MSRP is $584. In the store, you're going to see these for probably around $450. That's about what I paid for this one. So, whenever I quote MSRP, that doesn't mean that's what the gun is going for. These bugs are literally trying to fly right in my eyeballs. Another con, I guess, if you want to call it a con, the edges on this loading gate are very sharp. I wish they put a little relief in here, maybe do some beveling. I know I could get that done at a gunsmith, but it should come from the factory with a little relief in here. My big thumb can barely get in there and load those rounds in, and I've already cut my knuckle today, just what little shooting I've done down here today. I guess that's about all I've got. You know, I always appreciate you guys hanging out here at the range with me. I try to bring you guys the most honest reviews that I possibly can. If I notice something that can be improved on a gun, I'm going to mention it. If I notice a con, I'm going to mention it. If something don't work right, you guys are going to see it. Just the way I try to do things here. But that's all I've got for today, and I'll talk with you guys again soon.